Hi everyone. In this video, I want to show you how to remove all the blank rows from a data set using a formula on Excel, using Power Query on both Excel and Power BI, as well as using Visual Basic on Excel. The requirement is very straightforward. If we have a data set, what you can see from row number 1 all the way till row number 11. And it is very clear that there are certain rows that are completely null or empty. So we have a row number 3 here, and we also have a row number 6 here. In addition to that, there are certain values that are missing. So in row number 4, we have these values that are missing, and we have the same problem in 9 and 10 as well. The requirement is that we would like to do two things. A, to remove all the rows where the entire row is null. In this case, that would be row number 3 and 6. But we might also want to remove every single row where even a single value is missing, which means that even row number 9 and 10 will be removed, as well as row number 4. Now, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to remove an entire row, even if a single value is missing? There are a lot of use cases for that, especially when you're working with, let us say, a survey data, and you don't want to do the analysis on any record where you have certain values that have either not been filled or it has not been completed. You can also think of other instances wherein the data is not yet complete and you don't want the results to be impacted because of that. And for the moment, you would like to only include those records which are completely complete. Now, there are different ways in which I have done this. In row number 14, you can see that there is a formula, and the formula only takes a single input. Here, the input being A1 to O11. And what it does is it basically only shows you those rows where every single heading has a value. If I look at the second formula, here you can see that we are able to see only those rows where the entire row is null. So we are still able to see a 29, 30, and a 25 because we do have some values. I have also put it in the form of a lambda here. And in the lambda, you can see that we are able to simply write remove rows single null and then select the input, which is A1 O11, and it gives me the result like this. And then we have remove complete null rows lambda, in which case only the completely null rows have been removed, and the rows that have at least one value in it have still been retained. And now we're looking at removing all the rows where even a single value is missing, but this time we do want to retain the header. So we have the formula like this. Then we have removing complete null rows, but retaining the heading. And then of course, we have done this with the lambda as well. So essentially there are 4 different lambda functions that I have created. The first one only takes those rows where it is completely filled. So even if a single value is missing, it is not going to take that row. Whether you want the header or not, that's a choice that you have. Then we also have the option of running the lambda, where we only want to retain those rows which are completely null. That means that even if a single value is there, we still want to keep it. Let's also see how to do this using Power Query. I have the same data here. We go to data and then select from table/range. And once it takes the data to Power Query, it is very simple. All we have to do is to go to home, and in remove rows, we have an option called remove blank rows. There you go. As you can see, only those rows have been removed. which were completely blank. And now if I close and load, the data will get sent back to Excel like this. You might also want to do this using Visual Basic. Let's see how to do that. So I am selecting my complete data. Let me just copy it one more time. Perfect. And you can see that there are two completely null rows that we have. We want to select it, go to developer and then select macros. The macro is called delete empty row. And when I run it, you note that you can see that the two null rows have been removed. And if you look at the code here, of course, it can be customized. So in case you want to do this for a specific range and not for the worksheet, in case you would want to do it in a way that even if a single row had a null value, you wanted it to be removed, you can customize all those things. One more thing I wanted to show you was what would have happened if we were using Control+G for this. Let's get the data one more time. If I select the complete data and we press Control+G and then click on special, we can select blanks, click on OK. And now you can see that it highlights all the blank cells and the rows that you have. And now if I press Control- and then we say shift cells up, it shifts the cell up, but that might not be correct. So let's undo that. We press Control-G special and blanks one more time. We press Control-, and now we select entire row. Very simple. So this is also a very clean, simple way of deleting all the blank rows. Of course, if you would like to automate it and combine it with other parts of your workflow, then I guess using the Lambda here, like what we did here, would make the most sense.